I used to think being smart would make me a better trader. Then I learned about Isaac Newton, the smartest man who ever lived. He invented calculus. He explained gravity. He changed how we understand the universe. And in 1720, he lost a fortune in the stock market. Not because he didn't understand what was happening, but because he understood it too late. And for years, I thought that was just a funny story. A genius who couldn't figure out a bubble. Then I realized something I didn't want to admit. I was doing the exact same thing. When I started trading, I didn't think I was guessing. I thought I was building an edge. I read everything. Mark Douglas, Schwager, Van Tharp. I built spreadsheets, back-tested ideas across years of data. I wrote rules for every scenario I could think of. I wasn't emotional. I was systematic. And for a while, it worked. 6 months in, I was up. Not life-changing money, but enough to believe I had figured it out. That's usually where trading starts to break you, because then the drawdown came. And I didn't panic. I did what smart people do. I analyzed it. I pulled trades apart. I found the flaw, and I fixed it. Instantly, I felt better, because now the loss had meaning. It wasn't randomness. It was solvable. Then it happened again. Another drawdown, another fix, another version of the system. And I kept going for 2 years. Version 2 had tighter rules. Version 4 had confirmations. Version 7 avoided certain market conditions. Version 10 barely took trades at all. And every version felt smarter than the last. More refined, more professional, more correct. But the equity curve didn't care. It did the same thing. Up, down, up, down. And slowly, I started to see the real pattern. Newton did the same thing. He sold his shares in the South Sea bubble early, made money, watched everyone else get rich, and then decided his caution had been wrong. So he went back in, at the top, and lost everything. Not because he didn't understand math, but because he built a better explanation than reality. That's the trap. Intelligence doesn't protect you from mistakes. It helps you justify them. I used to think I had a strategy problem, but I didn't. I had a behavior problem, because I already knew what didn't work. I had the data. I had the proof. But when the moment came, I still took the trade. News spike, volatility surge, just this once, then loss, then spreadsheet, explaining why it made sense anyway. That's when it clicked. I wasn't trading the market anymore. I was trading my own arguments. The breaking point was simple. I tracked something new. Not just losses, but the time I spent trying to fix them. Strategy rebuilds, backtests, courses, research, years of it. And I realized something uncomfortable. I hadn't just been wrong. I had been busy being wrong. Very efficiently, very intelligently. The question I kept asking was, what's wrong with the strategy? The question I should have asked was, what decision am I refusing to stop making? Because strategies can be improved, but repeated bad behavior just compounds. And intelligence doesn't fix that. Sometimes it protects it. That's what I finally changed. I stopped rebuilding systems I kept breaking, and started removing decisions I kept failing at. No more emotional exceptions. No more "this time is different." No more convincing myself. Just execution. Simple, boring, consistent, and honestly, harder than anything I had built before. Newton eventually stopped talking about the South Sea bubble. Not because he solved it, but because he couldn't. There was nothing left to optimize. It already happened. The smartest man alive couldn't think his way out of a bad decision. Neither could I. If you've ever rebuilt a strategy instead of fixing your behavior, you already know what this is. It's not intelligence that makes you profitable. It's discipline that keeps you from sabotaging it. I made a video about the $50,000 I lost learning that lesson. It's on your screen now. Watch that next. I'll see you on the other side.